Good evening, gamers. Today, yesterday, I should say, Once Human released on PS5 and Xbox. So I figured, let's do a platinum gander on the game, and let's see what the platinum's gonna look like. It's a very interesting game. It's free to play for anybody that's looking to play. It's another NetEase game, so it's Marvel, DVD mobile. So they're gonna have some pretty good. They where wins meet. They make pretty good looking games. I won't lie. So from what I've seen and heard, this game looks pretty good. Whoops. So I intend on taking a look at the platinum today, and hopefully, maybe this weekend I want to start it and do some streaming of it. I do know that there's a lot of content for the game apparently, and I guess there's a tutorial to do. I wonder if there's a trophy for that one. We'll find out. But we're gonna look at the platinum, see what we're dealing with, and let's do it. All right. I don't know a lot about this game besides NetEase, and I saw some of the bosses look pretty cool. I know there's obviously this train with arms. So we're gonna take a gander. Sorry about my hair, it's all over the place. And we're gonna watch the PlayStation trailer. I hope it's not too loud. I say that in like, what the fuck? I didn't even. Okay. Okay, so yeah, that's cute. Okay, so you can have slaves. Awesome. So yeah, it's a base building game, with monsters. Kind of like Power World, where you build your base and then you can fight bosses, I'd say. Oh, that's cool. That did not show anything. Oh my god. You could join the console launch event and you get a car. Okay, so we got obviously we got this big motherfucker. That's a really cool design. I really like the design of this bus. I say that, but it's just a bus with arms. From what I've seen, this game's got some pretty cool design ideas. Like, this is cool. I wonder what this is. Just like a little flame turret. Is this little rock guy? Do those guys have like? Interesting. So yeah, this is fucking cool. Like siren head looking thing. Yeah, this definitely seems like a pretty good game. Let's be real. Hopefully it is. I haven't played it. I think my friend Micah, he's played it quite a bit probably. I have not heard anything of what he thinks about the game. He hasn't said anything. But yeah, let's look at the platinum. Let's see what the trophies entail. Obviously, people are going to have these trophies. They're not all going to be 0%. That is because the game's been out for a whole 2 days already. Day and a half. So let's see. We got 36 trophies. 35, 36, yeah. Sorry, I'm blind. We got the platinum, obviously, 4 gold, 10 silver, and 21 bronzes. So these first 4 are bronzes. So we have home run as our platinum. Lame. Corruption be gone. Defeat the ravenous hunter in the Manibus scenario. So the scenarios I'm gonna assume are just the Manibus scenarios are just like missions, I would say, maybe some kind of mission. End the blight. Defeat the tree ant in the Manibus scenario. Spider nest per. Okay, wait. Let's see. So let's look at what these. Okay, so that looks. Jesus. So this guy's got a minigun. He looks badass too. Yeah, can we just do that? No. So the tree ant. Okay. Interesting. Of course, this is going to be a spider. Yeah, just a giant spider, I'm assuming. Can I do this? Open. There we go. Oh, that didn't work. Put down the dog. Put down that dog. Defeat the Shadow Hound and the Manibus scenario. So we got the tree ant, the guy with the minigun, the giant spider, and it looks like a dog with fucking tusks. Cool. I remember now. Defeat the Forsaken Giant in the Manibus scenario. And yeah, this one's a silver. And you can see that the pictures are silver too, which is cool. I wonder if... No, that won't be the big guy. I want to know what it is to beat the bus. Or maybe that's... I don't know. But yeah, this bus is cool. Alright. So we got Securement Silo Explorer. Complete your... Is the Manibus scenario... Oh, no. I'm going to assume... No. Okay. So the Manibus scenario is probably a regular, like, world. Like your own world. It's like maybe the... Okay, yeah, because Raid Zone's a PvP. Okay, so the Manibus scenario is going to be the main, like, PvE thing, I'm assuming. So yeah, these are the big bosses, the 4 big bosses, and then the bigger boss. Okay. Securement Silo Explorer. Complete your first Securement Silo challenge in the Manibus. That's bronze. And Desperate Lone Wolf. Clear LEE Research Lab in solo mode in the Manibus. That's gold. So I wonder... That might be a little bit difficult. First securement. Capture your first deviation. And secure 25. That's a deviation master. That's a silver. And then legendary. Capture a deviation with deviant energy and activity rating both at 5. So that's just high level. That's just probably the top amount of enemies, and then the top, like, maybe it's like a ring in Fortnite. You know, when the battle area shrinks. You know, that's just what I'm assuming. Harvest 50 crops. This is veteran farmer. Harvest 50 crops, and that one's gold, that one's silver. Sorry. From a planter box. That's a very small, 0.2% for PlayStation Plus. Electricity expert. Reach 80 watts of territory power. Silver. And achieve a building rating of 1,000. Renovation master. So I assume you level up and you get better materials. Or maybe you just find better materials. The next two are golds. Scavenging. Eliminate 2,000 deviants. Oh, okay. So deviation... Okay, I'm going to go back up to legendary deviation. So obviously the deviation, I think, is going to be a deviant zone. And deviants are the primary enemy, I'm assuming. And the deviant energy is going to be like how aggressive they are, and the activity is like how many, or vice versa. Yeah? I don't know. So eliminate 2,000 deviants. That's called scavenging. Yeah, so those are the little... I don't know, it doesn't show anything, so I don't know. And then mod expert. Collect 40 different mods at level 15 or above. Probably going to be difficult because there's got to capture 40 of them, or collect 40 of them. Next, we got a silver manufacturing tycoon. Build 25 defensive combat facilities in your territory. Okay, so that'd be like probably that little flame turret, little guy, or just miniguns around the area, or stationary turrets. No rock unturned. Open 10 mystical crates. Bronze. I'm just assuming these are just crates around the area. And then treasure hunter, find 5 vault crates. So vault crates are probably, you know, you do a vault or something and there's like a boss in there. I don't know. I haven't played the game yet. Drift master, complete 10 drifts with any vehicle. I wonder how easy it is to find a vehicle, or if you have to find it, or like build it. Maybe I'm assuming you just find them around the map. So these four are all silver. Frozen solid. First time entering the Way of Winter scenario. So this is the second scenario, I'm assuming, where it's just probably just frozen the entire time, or cold, and you have to be inside at a certain time, maybe. Stick together for warmth. Place a thermal tower in your territory in the Way of Winter. Okay, I had to double check to make sure I was recording. That would have been really awkward. You ever do that if you make videos, guys? Make sure you check to make sure you're recording. Raw Chaosium Collector. Forge 200 raw Chaosium in the furnace in the Way of Winter. So raw Chaosium probably is just like a firewood type thing, or some kind of burn material. Spark Hoarder. Craft a Chaosium lantern in the Way of Winter scenario. Jeez, I don't like saying that. It's a lot. That's a silver, so let's see what that looks like. Okay, it just looks like a fucking lantern. Stupid. Dumbass. Era of Deviations. Enter the deviation, survive, capture, preserve scenario. Huh. So obviously this is... I don't know what this would be. I assume it's the third scenario you can do. There's the third, like, game mode or something. And it looks like it's an arena thing. Complete an arena leader challenge. Arena master. So I don't know what that would entail. And a deviation log. Register 20 or more deviations in symbiosis system. Jeez, that was a mouthful. Yeah, this one's going to be something that we're going to have to figure out, because I don't know what any of these are. There's my daughter making noise. Oh. Sweet Dreams. And first time entering the Endless Dream scenario. Okay. And then Light Dreamer Killer. Defeat a Light Dreamer once in the Endless Dream scenario. Dream Collector. Collect 10 wakeful sand in the dream scenario. So I don't know what... I don't know what half of these are. I assume this one's the main one. This one's just a harder one, the Way of Winter. This one seems like it's a... I don't know. This is going to be tough to figure out. I'm sure somebody in the comments can say, hey, dumbass, it's this. I haven't played the game yet. Don't yell at me. A lot of people seem to have played Raid Zone, though. I think that's the PvP. Raid Zone recruit, first time entering the Raid Zone map. Survival history, survive for 60 minutes in Raid Zone. God damn. So that's PvPvE. So you play against other people, too. Time to square off, defeat one other meta in Raid Zone. So that's probably you're a meta in the game. And that'd be a second one, obviously. And give me that. Loot another player's supplies once in Raid Zone. That's a silver. And so is Dream Killer. Deep Dream Killer. So a Deep Dreamer seems like it's some type of enemy. I don't know if that's... I think Raid Zone's probably the only PvP. Yeah, the trophy does not give me any... Whoops. Yeah, the trophies don't really give me much to go off of. So we got PvPvE, Endless Dream scenario. Seems just like another... These are just scenarios, you know? So I don't know what they would entail. Endless Dream could be like one where it's always dark, maybe. I don't know. Is there a... Yeah, so 0% of people have the platinum. Makes sense. 500 people own the game. Almost all of them have played it. I am one of the people who hasn't. And 2% is an average completion. So I mean, for 2 days, having that much means nothing. I'm sorry. But yeah, this is a shooter role-playing action survival. I'm just going to read off doesn't say horror, but I think it could probably fall under horror. Look at this picture. It falls under horror, right? I don't know. But yeah, developed by Starry Studio. What have they made? Nothing else. Published by NetEase, which NetEase has made, like I said, Where Winds Meet, Marvel Rivals, DVD Mobile. They have really good skins in their games, let's be honest. But, yeah, I think this game might be a bit difficult, I would say. You know, you'd have to go through each scenario. So if you're playing with friends, you'd have to convince them to go to the other scenarios. Raid Zone might be a little bit difficult, depending on when you start playing, you know. So I would put this, I'm going to say this is going to take a solid, let's see. I'm just going to hazard a guess and say a solid 50 hours, 60 hours, probably a lot more, let's be honest. I think this one might be a difficult one. I think both of these gold ones might be difficult. So I'm going to say, yeah, a solid 50, 60 hours, probably longer, let's be real. And let's say what should we give this one? What should we assume this is going to be? A 6 out of 10, probably? Well, I think if you can do it... Well, one of you do have to do solo. Yeah, you have to do that one in solo mode. Yeah, I'm going to... Just for now... Luckily, this one you don't have to do solo. For now, I'm going to say this is 6 out of 10. I think one of these days I will go back and look at all my trophy platinum Ganders that I've made. But, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go ahead and pop this son of a gun on YouTube. Figured I'd get this video out. I do want to make a couple more. I want to record my Texas Chainsaw video. I also... Should I make an NBA 2K27 and an NHL 26, 27? I don't know. Yeah, we got NBA 2K27, Mud Runner. Dungeon Loop seems interesting. Aliens Fireteam Elite, I do want to do that one. I played a little bit of Fireteams Elite 1. NHL 27. I've never played an NHL game, but maybe I can tap into that little NHL. Okay, yeah. What's Dinosaurs Outbreak? Sorry, I'm wandering. Oh, 5 trophies. Okay, but thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, subscribe to the channel. Maybe it's up to you. Throw a comment down what you think of Once Human if you've played it, or if you haven't and you're interested. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Peace. Everybody out the way. We be sliding, we be rolling by. Put the money in the safe, cause I don't be trusting these other guys. Put me